Hello, this is Connor Sims, and I will be acting the part of an anonymous soldier in the Civil War, telling about his experiences during camp life. This marks the third year that we've been in this war. It seems as though rations are getting less and less these days, or at least more and more intermittent and unreliable. Some days we would have an abundance of bread, but no meat, an abundance of meat, but no flour or cornmeal, sugar in abundance, but no coffee, and then coffee in abundance, but not a grain of sugar. And some days we would barely have anything. The pots and pans would remain untouched for maybe a day or two. It was not uncommon to see a fellow soldier go 2 or 3 days without eating. We would have to make the most of what we had. If we had a little meat and a little flour, the cook would make a result called sloosh. The way you make it is you fry bacon in the pan until the pan is half full with bacon grease. You mix flour and water until it's like milk, and then pour that mixture in with the bacon grease. Almost all of our meat is made into bacon. We either get it from the rations they send us, or we hunt it ourselves. If it was necessary, we would also shoot one of our cattle and hang them up to be skinned and cleaned. Many meals were taken from that cow, and we didn't waste much either. As for the ration bread that they gave us, it was either army bread or hardtacks. Hardtacks are a type of biscuit or cracker that can be eaten months after they're made. Also, they're a very easy food that you can carry with you.
To a regular person, hardtacks wouldn't be any good. But when you've got nothing to eat other than that, it's going to be worth eating. If we had the time and the bacon grease, sometimes we would soak the hardtack and fry it in the bacon grease. And no soldier can resist that. The most abundant thing we had was coffee. We almost always had coffee. I remember how one guy, who was here until the last battle, kept his coffee red hot, as he called it, so that nobody would ask him for any. It worked, too. The contents of the rations varied from time to time, but it didn't matter what they sent us, because we ate it. No doubt about that. Whether it was sloosh or salt pork, we didn't care at all. We couldn't change what we got. We used what they gave us. But when they didn't give us much at all, we would go hunting or foraging. I remember one man catching a muskrat and cooking it up. When he saw his friend, he asked him if he wanted some of the squirrel he had just shot and cooked. When they finished eating, the man that cooked told his friend that what he had just eaten. The poor man threw it all back up. He later said that while he was eating it, it did taste good.